survive, not SALONE, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region, to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive, not SALONE, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region, to God we no gladdy. Oh, yeah, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness, now the system. Oh, yeah, yeah. The youth, they don't tire. Eastern region youths, we don't tire. Oh, yeah. Not to this we been votes for. The promise we say SALONE go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?
Yes, fumble them. Yes, fumble them. On a good evening, on a good afternoon, on a good morning, good day, whatever on a day. We don't come back today, Monday. Me co-host go join with Gisna. I will kindly ask members where they view at this time. On allow we share and subscribe to this channel, because from watching at the show now on the screen, it shows say 52.8% of the people percent of the people that when they look this platform, not they subscribe to them. We are kindly asking, please subscribe so we can grow the platform. On our participation and on our subscription, very important for make this platform go before. Otherwise, we go at some point get reason for stop them, and the information we not go to get, we not forget, we not go get them. So I am kindly asking that do you make effort for subscribe to this channel. That's the only way we can keep it going. If we not subscribe, then we go get for cut off, and we'll cut off. Maybe I go use all me sense I write a book. Other by go read them. But I no want do that. I want let everybody get something for understand and for learn from watching some of we sabi. So go make Sierra Leone a better place. Before they go, before that, allow me co-host, like say I do to now. Welcome, sir. You are muted.
Thank you, me daddy. Even you where they work with, I get for show that gratitude for what you they do. Thank you. And what you they talk resonates with me. And I feel to say for resonate with every Sierra Leonean. This is the place to be. Una subscribe. It is not about us. It is not about Mr. Jallo. It's not about me. It's about Sierra Leone. Now, one green Sierra Leone we get. And we country, right now, the state where it is in a state of comatose.
It's more than comatose, my
you know? Seriously. So,
we get to incarnate them.
Yeah, we get for come together, we revive this country.
Anybody who lives in their life, understand what he means for that.
We get for come revive them.
They see in a country where we not sabi what you na for sabi.
So do ya unalo we come together. Then say many hands. Now in the make light work. Then say it's a little drops of water they make the mighty ocean. If we all come together, we are unstoppable. But some information that we need for know, what we need for share. We are one family. We get more where unite us than divide us. What's in this fete for? What's in this boku disagreement for? We really get for put on we emotional intelligence. Make we begin to pick waiting with the fete for. Waiting will not the fete for.
Do we have a reason to fight? That's the first question.
Exactly. Because we know the
duty for do and how for do them. I don't think we get any reason for fight.
We get for do we cost benefit analysis. Waiting important, we put on before. Waiting not important, we just left them. We just the fet with each other. Like for say, even dog they know they behave so. And we are supposed to be better than them. We are supposed to be superior in we attitude and in we character and in we behavior. I don't say this over and over. If we want forget a nation we're viable, we get for think in a way where we country go be viable. You know, they happen by accident. If we reason, we go be reasonable. If we not the reason, we can never be reasonable. So let we begin the reason. Do ya with a beg una subscribe. Not to idleness they bring we can ya. If na money, we they look for no go kaya.
But I go write books then.
At the last places we go come. So
If I want money, I go write books.
Una subscribe. Let we talk. And when we put the number on for let una call because we need all the sense where necessary for let we get to where we need to be. Do you hear me, Fambule? Papa na the word that long time.
So let's go to the first issue at hand. Then this year we see this letter will come out from the Director of Defense, Public Relations and Information Office say then don't dismiss and discharge and whatever soldier them way go up to 50 something. Then put them into 3 categories. The first category, then say administratively discharged. That means people that wait sometimes they don't due for retirement and other things. Then say dismissed for misconduct. You get 6 people. Then you get a whole compulsory discharge. The one that will disappear, they don't know side and day. You get 13 names then they. You see, when they happen, we get for look at the issue and stop addressing the events because that's what we do in Sierra Leone. We not look at the issues, we address the event. Oh, they don't sack soldier man, yes, they don't sack them. They don't discharge them. But let us ask the necessary question. For those that have been administratively discharged because they may not due for left the army, the question simply is why now? Why not before now? We get 28 names in that category say them they don't due for retirement. Why now? Why not now? When somebody due for retirement, in a normal administrative system, then they process them, then say, okay, this is not the benefit the way you get forget from now on. Then you begin receiver, you no need for graduate. When I've been due for pension in Norway, I not go to nobody for go ask. I got a letter that you are now age so. You are due for retirement and you'll be getting so much amount per month. Make sure say you take care of the tax issue so that you not go fall foul of the tax. And since that day, when they say now this date the money they come, they come. Why we get forget that all them people here for can't discharge them now and make papi show. They have been discharged because they are due to retire. But Paddy, you na SALONE boy, help me because me I don't turn Viking. Help me. No answer that question.
No, my brother, I like the way you take them, dissect the issue. Put them at the baskets them where they all belong. You get the one them way don't walk. They don't reach the age for retirement.
Yeah, now they will deal with first. We will
Yes.
go to the other one them. I get questions for the other one them.
And you ask the question, why now?
Why then for bundle them and discharge them?
Why?
Then the reason say they don't reach retirement. Have they all reached retirement at the same time? Were they recruited into the army on the same
at
date?
the same time? And also, where you they do any decision where you they take, you remember earlier when we opening, I talk about cost benefit analysis. This decision where they take, so is it beneficial to the country? Or
we go candy. I wonder we answer first. Why then gather them together for retire them? We go candy. I get all the points why they give us say are not beneficial to the country,
yeah,
and are a danger would then create for the country.
yeah. The intention
We now go step by step.
The intention when they pick Naya, not so a good intention and get. Because you bundle it like that. We get a society where trust don't nearly go out of the window. They create more doubt. Pantap the trust we know there. You create unnecessary suspicions. Whether there is a reason for the retirement, but the way you do them, is it timely? I don't think the best way for Duam. When you look at the governments, they go and open embassy all over the place. These are professionals. They don't get any other job for doing that. Army man them. That's what they are trained to do. You they go open embassy they will not need. You they put you party them. Now they positions them, create positions them. Where we not need. We get people that we already don't employ. Not only even employ that you meet them day for reasons best to you. You say they don't reach their age.
Well, if they don't reach the retirement age, right enough, they have to be retired.
Yes.
But the question is, what I need for make we answer. That's a very critical question. Why you get for bundle all them people have for retire them together? Were they recruited into the Sierra Leone army on the same date? If they were not, why hadn't they been retired in sequence as they came into the Sierra Leone army?
Exactly.
Or is it a tradition in Sierra Leone that people have to be told you need to retire? Don't we have administrative procedures? Don't we have systems operating in Sierra Leone? Because when they hear him, today we are even send somebody leave by force. Why do I have to be forced to go to leave when I know say annually I for take leave? These are the questions we have to begin to raise. Because it asks another question. Do people feel public offices is their property?
Is the thing.
Now begin think properly in a SALONE.
Is the thing.
Some of you don't come up with that cognitive mentality.
When you talk about your retirement, we then forewarn you.
They don't warn me, then just send a notice.
Yes,
that
is
not. The time has been reached. I have to go on retirement.
Yes, then send a letter to you and tell you.
Because not to favor then they do.
They make sure see all your benefits don't they in place for that time day when you go come.
Not what you would then get for scratch the head for because not to personal money, not
Exactly.
state money.
The same thing happened to my daughter. I don't mean it don't reach 18. When you reach 18, everybody in this country can forget a national insurance number. It don't become adult. When it comes to your 18th birthday, about 6 months to that end, they write a letter say, so dates will be your 18th birthday. And these are what you would be entitled, qualified for. Your national insurance number will be ready for you. And you ready for work in the country. Then send them without you prompting them or even asking them, because they get records of everybody from back, from the cradle. So you are right. They
Mr.
send at the army.
Mr.
Yes,
Mr. In Norway, military service is compulsory. My son is leaving here in the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, for go doing service. 1 year compulsory training. After that, he will continue fine. And then get special units the way they go. Military, Navy, Air Force, Special Forces, etc. But you start with general training. They don't have to come and tell you, they can't take you for make you go do your service. They don't start the process from last year. He should have gone before now, but he been get some injury in foot. He been play football, he sprain in foot. So then say, okay, let heal himself, let join in January. Others, if I did it now, as I speak. What in the reason we make the give this example? Where there is system, where there is ethical standards, we don't have to be seeing these things, not on news. In Sierra Leone, it is news because we are all corrupted and idiotic.
Honestly. Now, passports in telephone say, I dey retire next week, I dey retire next month.
Anybody in business.
Yeah, government's not a make news out of it, right? Put it at the public domain, say, they're like, it's like a punishment.
Not on news. Not on news.
And then and you infringe by the person in confidentiality. Some person will retire. Doesn't want the whole world to know.
Yes. Now the person in privacy then infringe on.
Exactly.
Now I make a tell you, say, now go step by step.
Okay.
Because I want us to deal with this thing in the most rational way. Let people insist say this is big nonsense and a danger to SALONE. This is a big danger to Sierra Leone. Those that should be retired, okay, fine. But when you retire people in Sierra Leone, now then get the guts for putting out the letter, say, in goodwill, they have been given 1 year salary. Do you have to give somebody 1 year salary? Who told the government is a sympathy organization?
But that should be done in confidence. It is not for them to come and...
They see the immaturity. This is all immaturity.
And the people that when they talk about
administrative immaturity.
The people in question, what they talking about, these are mature people. You know, people with a lot of life experience. Now you play with. Not all people and then for play with. They get a lot of expertise, a lot of knowledge. Then it cause you many problems if they want to. You don't offend them by you coming out in public, telling everybody that the country say this man don't retire.
That's a business for go shop or see whether the man retire.
No.
From what we done at this platform, not to think I talk say me a retired person.
Instead, now individual. If instead now individual them go tell the one them way closer and say, hey, I retire next month, I didn't retire next year. Because they themselves know. But not of government for go begin the announcer.
Tell people that. That's the first question.
Not of government road.
Retiring, that he get for be a ceremony.
Government get a system, then get procedure. Follow the procedure, period. If the person not reach the time of retirement, you write to that individual and that's it. You don't have to come to public, you put the people a name, you display their name, and the worst of it, you even put them with officer the way, don't go a whole.
That's immaturity. It's gross immaturity. Why they tell us say na munku then they run SALONE, now they understand. Now they see so. Having a PhD not make you educated or non-munku. Maybe you've learned something that is in your head.
And the same
but
thing
you don't know how to conduct yourself in this world.
Whether they have misconduct or not, it is an issue in the army.
Yes.
It's been dismissed. Why do you come and display them on a notice board, telling the whole world that they've been dishonorably discharged? That you don't infringe in the
person in privacy.
Confidentiality. You don't do that.
On the privacy and confidentiality. If the person do something way for punish him, punish him. But bringing it to the public, just like how people and they stupidly, they take images of people that will suffer death or whatever per accident, they put in social media.
You don't do that.
You don't do that.
You don't do that. I don't know
How business they will make
how society don't deteriorate, because for sure the body, person we don't die a body publicly, na sacrilege. Then call them masam pantimni. Na sacrilege. You don't do that. Like this way happen now, so you don't infringe and then people have them freedoms and their rights. Because then people there, even though when you sack them, then life get for continue.
Exactly.
Now you don't can put them in the public domain. All man of for say and sack them because of misconduct. Now, if they try for repair and rehabilitate themselves for go find another job,
they're not
in the public domain. So they're not employable. And you don't mean to say because you sack person,
if your life will suffer forever.
Because you're not able to feed the family anymore, you're not for work again. Because when you don't dishonorably dismiss somebody, you know they pay and benefits.
And what you call misconduct, you not qualify them.
You know exactly.
So until you send the person for go do something where you not agree. And not you not be say when a soldier, you go send person for go kill person where the person no say not right.
Not right. Exactly. That is a very good.
Because looking at these names that we see here, you cannot turn it anyway. Now people who expect say for be pro SLPP. Now the name slip on this list of dismissed people. Yes, from the names, Yamba, Ture, them and the country, the Eastern Province.
You're everywhere, yeah.
Idris, a Southerner.
Yeah.
Sise, it's in the South. Bunde, it's in the South. Sise, it's in the South. So we have an indication that this is not based on partisan or regional lines. So maybe these are people that wanted to do certain operations who refused to do it because they didn't see the ethics and morals in it. Then say, now misconduct, then dismiss them. It's a possibility. I'm not saying that's what it be.
Yeah. Or maybe, just like how you rightly put them, waiting they ask of them for do, they're not in job description. Then they say, ethically, I would not be doing this. So what's in see now, it look like for saying they name and shame them.
So they're not the name and shame them, and they make idiots of themselves.
You know, because you don't do that. You sack person, you sack them.
You name and shame when it is right. When it is wrong, you don't name and shame.
You know, you can't put on the public domain. Unless the person commits the crime or waiting you allege, say, a breach. You sack him, he go, but you don't bring his name in the public domain.
Yeah.
You don't. Because the person in life got
not dismissing a British army. Almost people that are not dismissing a Norwegian army, US army. Then they bring their name kind of public domain.
No, and then people in there, so that they end up for be police officer. So they end up go into.
So they even open their own private security
firms. You know. Some of them they go private companies. Some of them the area where they be there, if not be health, they go back for health. Like the civilian sector.
Now this last batch of them put, then say dismiss for AWOL. Absence without leave. About 13 of them. The question is, why did these guys AWOL?
Well, me, I don't know. Sometimes I'm possibly very critical minded. Sometimes at the very one we don't kill them, then they use this as an excuse. They don't leave the army because they don't do that, and we don't get allegations.
Everything is possible in Sierra Leone.
Quetta, Comrade Quetta, don't they say this for a long time? They say people and they disappear in the army because they refuse for conform with certain things that were ethically not permissible. Then they say no. So for reasons, then they disappear. So when they don't remove them one, they take them now as the right time for can tell people and say their wire, they don't go AWOL. But which kind of AWOL? Just like the other one that we don't know.
What did make their AWOL?
Well,
Because these are officials, not other ranks. Now, officers. Then all the least they on them now lieutenant. The rest are above lieutenant.
brother,
What you make their whole?
something is fishy. If you notice, there is a pattern.
And when you look this list again, if you want to do justice to ethnic and other considerations, these are basically people from that ethnicity where you expect, say, they support the present government in power. Look at the names.
Yeah, Coca, Doctor.
Say, Mara, Sama, Lahai,
Engai.
Ba, Kaloko, Bendema, Fengai, Koka. These are people you expect to be pro. You get Kamara, you get Sise, then you get Kanu. Okay, let me say now a mixture. But the majority of the names them, now people the way they expect say for the pro.
Well,
why did they awol? If now you system they in power.
and one can turn around back and say the Kamara and the Sise, they're all not them people them back too, because we
Yeah,
don't
impossible. I know they deny that. I know they use that one there as a measure.
I know. I just they try for within the pattern of behavior. Say they don't sack their own brother them. Possibly not because they're not agree for do within an hour for do. Exactly. So and Sierra Leone, I get me best buddy when I'm a childhood friend, Mohamed Sise. Namende, I get Kamara, one me buddy when I Kamara, Namende,
Imran.
Bangura dende na Mano Tayama. Bangura dende.
And all kinds of names they all over Sierra Leone. I've said this over and over. So it's not on the surname I am making this assessment.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm making the assessment based on the fact that for most of these guys, their surname indicates they grew up somewhere in the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
So you expect them to be pro, which may be a wrong hypothesis also. I know they deny that. But the fact is, why did these guys, senior officers of the armed forces of Sierra Leone, have to awol? And when they have awol, where are they? Because man, we awol, if are they somewhere. Otherwise, if we not see them, that means something that happened.
Because it don't happen to them. And they're supposed to get account for them.
Yeah. Yes.
Because they don't serve the army.
When the man here awol, the date where they awol. Because they all know just awol the same time. If they awol the same time, that means something they behind it.
Well, definitely there's something there behind it, because when you look at what's in they happen, they know they kill the army man them. Not to now we begin. So, well, just allow me. Just allow me. You know. So it look like for say they don't find another set of people that where they don't IMAC for let them eliminate, so that they push them come out now for let them find a way for let them talk for say, oh, this one don't do something, because it's crazy. Look at the two when they killed recently.
They allow the government for lead who side they want. That I don't tell you this backstage, I they tell you back front stage. When you allow somebody for make you think like I want let you think, then they control you. It's a mind game these guys are playing. Let us ask the questions. Where are these guys? Period. Where are they? How come they are awol? Did they awol the same day? Then guys here, they all get relatives. Yeah. Can the relatives come publicly to say they know where their relatives are?
Or even the people in question come forward. Say yes, I go awol.
Yes. If they're on the any side, let them call and say, yes, me now one of the people that were awol. Let us don't allow these people to be leading us by our nose. I don't tell you, say, Now, the rice method then they use in Sierra Leone. Reward those that you think you can bribe. Play on the ideology of those you cannot bribe. Coerce those you cannot play on their ideologies and reward. Then you play on the ego of those who think their egos are very big and need to be fed all the time. But then they misuse them. Now, the misuse of that method, they see soap on this thing. This is what they discuss. So, this method they are using is coercive. We don't publish this list, so the other one then go afraid for do anything. It's a psychological coercion. But at the same time, it's administratively wrong. For can't publish them, people have the names. Whatever they do now the army, now institutional issue. Not a thing for bring public. Why do you need to put it public? Because you want to coerce the public into fear. Let us stop these petty games in Sierra Leone. Please. Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. And that country gets a lot of potentials. But now they don't put you into a psychological wreck. Then they go start posting for $10,000. $10,000 now the monthly wage of some carpenters in Norway, if people don't know. Now then go stab Emmanuel Conte for. We'll get for can discuss. We get for begin think in Sierra Leone. We are not thinking properly. I may call them rubbish here they go. If you see a whole public figure, they go talk, say, we run things, things don't run us. You know, say those kind of words. Now ghetto people then.
You know, when you go gather low lives them for run government.
Well, now we allow them.
We get for turn around and ask ourselves, how did we get there?
Because we allowed them.
How did we go that low?
We allowed them.
One person when a civil servant, the word civil servant, you are there to serve civilians, to serve the people. And you can't talk with frivolity. I don't get damn attitude. We know what did he say? Say stuff again.
We run things, things don't run us.
We run things. That means to say we not go to them, we get rope now, we never just a draw we follow.
Now it's a we run things.
Yes, not them.
Don't run us.
Yes.
Not that it mean. They tell you say, here we are the law. Whatever we say is what is.
Yeah, that's
then they tell you say rule of law not exist.
Anybody who want
it's unfortunate I not bring down there up. This lady will go slapping company na State House.
Mm-hmm.
Way of late I see down there Nabila Tunisian get something and hate the pass. But not so. John per mind it way na John rest. But the fact is the ethical side of it is if you don't slap somebody, then take a police case against you. Then take this case to court. Now they say 3 times there has been court sitting. This lady they absent from court. How do you read that? There is somebody behind there where they tell and say no goodie. So justice is determined by people's opinions now in Sierra Leone.
That's contempt of court. Then calling a court for go.
You have courts in Sierra Leone.
And besides
another country where you do so, you know what's in the happen. But I think they don't refuse for go court.
Besides,
would you call that a court?
It do within the perimeters of work. In any other waiting you do not gross misconduct. If they under investigation, suspension pending investigation. That's not the work.
You know go court where then call you na court, then they all you go put
exactly contempt. Now contempt of court. You know go one time. You know
whether you're a prime minister or minister or whatever. If you get issue for go up here and a court, you know go there, they will take you to a prison.
Then I go look for what the civil service don't do because by now she's supposed to be under suspension pending investigation.
But she's not a civil servant. She's a minister of state, a political appointment.
She should still be suspended.
Who suspends her?
The president.
Do you have a president who has ethics?
Why not say the word that? Not say what you talk about now, so.
You have a president who understands ethical standards?
And this is exactly how we got there. Where you put people that
Who created it?
the wrist and the wrist from the
Who
elbow.
created it for him to get there?
Oh my God.
2018, I was in a group called Forward Sierra Leone. Some of the big ones in Sierra Leone now did it. One day I said, if you now allow Julius Maada for be president in Sierra Leone, I go swear the day on a damn the hour. They challenged me, and it led to them deleting me from the group. So if what is happening in Sierra Leone today happens, do you think I care, Imran?
And guess what? Not so you're not the only person who say that.
You think I care?
Belawa said it. Bakaba said it. Benjamin said it. The list go come up from here to Eurotunnel. A lot of people warned against that.
Now the people of Sierra Leone put on day. 2018, we see them dance na Freetown. So long na go see that angry boko. Hey, angry no reach Salute. I swear to God,
the truth of the matter is, then two parties then they don't reach themselves by date. Because party they not go there, they not develop and improve themselves.
Not all the party then are the problem. Now we the people.
Now the people, then when they say the party, now the people, me man. Not the people, of course.
We can change the party, but nothing will change.
Party now the people then.
We are still going to be with the same behavior, the same perceptions, the same attitudes. When some of us sit down and then forum here, they talk people then feel saying out of frustration.
When you say Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leonean people you talk. Sierra Leone is a piece of land. But when I say Sierra Leone, they mean us. You know? You go get a political party, they know they grow. They refuse to grow up. The same mistake, the same attitude, the same mentality. They know they develop policies them where they facilitate growth, where they enable.
All over the world, they intimidate people there. If we not go for verification and this, that, we will expel you from the. Not expel me, but nothing say I care.
Well, maybe don't suspend me.
I have nothing to lose.
Don't suspend me long membership, and I did it publicly.
I have nothing to lose, not being a member of any political party in Sierra Leone.
I say this today, and I say this with clarity. I have been, spoken to by many quarters, but I refuse to be in a camp. I am an independent person with an independent mind. I know who I am. I know where I want to go. I have beliefs. And I only join things the way I know for say are purely Sierra Leonean and they transform Sierra Leone. But I want you to join a camp.
I get me camp. You know what I'm camp in him? Tentemurte. That's why they tell them about Sierra Leone, say I get me political party named Tentemurte. But you know, when you talk to people that way not a reason, they use vexation. If you use vexation, they will not understand you.
Nobody's camp.
They can joke. Tentemurte na de midday and with a rich day. The Tentemurte they come na salon. All right, fine. Yeah, you did.
They want everybody for the na a cocoon. It's like how they're getting gangs them in the 30s in America.
And that's so.
They don't turn to gangs.
Sierra Leone is a place of gangsterism.
That's what is going on.
It's a place of
if you belong in
we don't have a country, we don't have a government.
No, we don't.
We have cabals and cartels running our country. Then the people then blindly they follow them. People that will not even know why then they go into politics. Now then they're in politics in Sierra Leone. All they know is I am in politics to go and enrich myself.
Papa, how many times have you said it? And I've said it. The people that we get total politician, not recommending.
You see, now we come back to this military officers, the issue. Because me, I elect for talk and straight. It is unprecedented for a country who get a tradition like Sierra Leone for go retire and dismiss this large number of military officers. There has to be a political reason behind it. And I will tell Sierra Leoneans this. Julius Maada Bio is preparing for 2028. The retirement of them people then they now for pull them na road, let bring in Kamajo them, it promotes them rapidly, then take control of the army.
It's strategic.
If anybody thinks Julius Maada Bio is an idiot, they don't know him. He knows what he's doing, and he does it when he wants to do it.
And he's doing it because we're letting him do it.
Because na not they think na coconut they una get. I mean una they let.
Why? Because it cross the line.
They are the cause.
What tell me the scenario is just like how you rightly put up. None of us said a man was smart because in your strategy, then a brutal strategy. You they see and clearly where they do them. You know they hide them more. The thing about Maada Bio, you know they pretend.
Well, let me tell you now, not only they do all this thinking, he spends money for people to think and advise him. About all you say, we know they understand why they get a lot of international assistance and acclaim. Because he is paying money to people to clean his image. APC sit down, they make idiots of themselves. Then they know FIBA them poly the way been they that way by Boo they call him CEO.
Chief evil of
they cannot think beyond this nose. Julius Maada Bio, they spend money. He gets strategic thinkers.
Well, they are
inside and outside Sierra Leone. They hire international firms. Then they advise her exactly what him for do, how for do. Well, and they use coercion in Sierra Leone for suppress who that one shake.
APC are part of the gang. This executive, they are been recruited.
They were never recruited. They gave him power.
Then he woke.
They were never recruited. Lord, let's tell the story wrongly. The rise of Julius Maada Bio came from the APC.
Of course.
It's time we begin to say these things clearly.
Well, where we get is
Maada Bio can't fit to take power.
Where we get a society when
in Sierra Leone, people who matter, who saw that the rise of a man of his type will secure their interests, now they allow him for guys into power.
Well, you got Conan Ernest Kuruma did it. He did it unilaterally.
If Nainduam,
a lot of people warned him against it.
God.
A lot of people warned him against it. And a lot of people are very outspoken about that. He even helped him financially for Camo because the man not be get don't know, he not be get nothing. Now he sponsored him.
Yeah, I know.
He sponsored him. Berawa was very, 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 very clear about it. Say this Bobo will not ever allow a judge power and a dangerous Bobo. And Charles Magai also publicly he make that disclaimer there. Bless him. He did. But the only person when she say this man a human being, he said because of national cohesion, because nowadays that is deployed. And the most criminal thing when they go in our country. What
national cohesion?
When I want to do something without them being questioned.
What national cohesion are we working towards in Sierra Leone?
Now for peace. Now for cohesion, national cohesion.
Then they ask you what national, because if we go back into the history of Sierra Leone since independence, the very people who they seek national cohesion are they always done the rule Sierra Leone.
Into the status quo.
So what is this national cohesion we're asking for? Chaka Stevens was a Mende man.
Of course.
Albert Magai was a Mende man. Milton Magai was a Mende man. Tijan Kaba may not be a Mende man, but he gets strong connection as a man. Ade mama
they grow up. Not so Kukuna when they say promote Imeno. Now they Imen, so he more affiliated. That's
Kaba grew up partly in Chegbema before he was brought to Freetown to live at Kendall Street. Then from there, who do we get? Ernest Kuruma. Okay, he's a northerner, but is he a Timini? No. He's not. Yes, Momo. Okay, we are saying Papa na bin limba, but we know saying Papa na be a conte. In name Momo, so I pull Momo name.
Because if you want to get into the army, because there were quite a lot of tribalism then the chances for going as conte was limited. So he used Momo. So people in say he's a southerner. That's how we got into the army.
Well,
but he's a
I don't hear you say this national cohesion where they don't talk way back yonder. The national cohesion was one-sided.
Exactly.
So what is this national cohesion we are talking about in Sierra Leone?
This is what we say, and we don't say persistently, continuously, whichever way you want to put up. Redemption. We say all these things happening, they are not accidental.
They are planned.
All them things they are happening, then don't they happen before? Now a pattern.
They are planned.
Now the culture.
The plan that was laid before we got independence. We not deviate from that plan, no. And the plan where they been laid for Sierra Leone, where now we own people then lay that plan, then eliminate the people that were not being grieved for the plan.
All of them.
Now I make we country team up so I team up so.
And Wallace Johnson was one of those people they pulled out, they pushed out.
The power from SLPP, they eliminate them. Then the throne.
By Farmatas.
Yes.
Yes. Now Ian Lamina Sanko from SLPP.
Because it was not in agreement with what they want to do.
And then
the same thing they want so today. Rather than we sit down and ask how an election was conducted without proper accountability, then they can't tell we about validation in 2028.
They're not only
nobody no mix. Me no mix again, yeah. I
they're not only pull on
nobody no call me for party business or no mix.
They're not only the register and SLPP, then dethrone them as a paramount chief. For then they make sure say, then take them out completely for making not go come back and fight back. Then one of them jog away from my hand.
Oh well. The same thing happened in McKinney. The same thing happened in McKinney. Do we know if that is one of the reasons why the APC is being destroyed today? We don't have to say it publicly, but you know what they talk about.
Yeah.
You see, you cannot have a country where people lack the moral essence and ethical standards for day in public offices. Nothing will work in that place. There are no humans that are 100% honest. That make with a device means for create checks and balances. That make with a device means for make we get order in our society. We call our rule of law. Not so?
Yep.
But when you break all them things, then what do they expect? Not disorder. Sierra Leone is so much in disorder that even the survival of themselves, if we create the disorder, they at stake.
He did.
I can enjoy them. Let me say a point, sir. I can enjoy them and then stupidity. They ain't anybody shake go do on this. These guys don't know. This is the age of technology. Banky finger you from afar. You don't even know that finger you. You don't need for them near you. This is what technology does. If you see America and Russia and China, then they all waiting and they pass. So you're not at the issue. They want to create a new global balance where nobody not go get access for abuse technology. Because we have reached a point where technology has become very dangerous, especially so with artificial intelligence. Anybody who get know how, he can use them for do anything we want to do. So let these guys stop misleading themselves. Sierra Leone has enough for everybody. This kapu greedy life, now we left for now. Because now they lead me into all this.
The biggest greed where they don't need them, they don't need display. And the fact that they don't want share power. And the biggest greed that.
But
and
you don't
society where you don't talk about this,
don't have power.
And if it not happen at that country, we are not going to progress. You don't talk and I have many times. We get for devolve power. And devolving power means to say we they share power. You say we disorderly. Disorderly in a form of untidiness. We there in a clutter. We there in a mess. We there in chaos. We there in shambles. We totally there upside down. What's in the work in Sierra Leone? Tell me. What's in the work in Sierra Leone? Give me.
I can tell you what's in the work there. I can tell you what's in the work in Sierra Leone if you care to hear me.
Papa, shoot.
Now, I like the work there.
What's it?
I like it.
Well, Sierra Leone, a banana state.
No.
Banana state.
You see, that's another side where we get to understand. You know what you make us say I like the work there?
Tell me, bro.
In the principle of the Cabellion, where most of you not know about, the way they talk about the factors were responsible for our existence. Even in the Bible, where you know they read, it is clearly stated there that as within, so it is without. As above, so it is below. You know that they tell you? At the natural law of correspondence, where they tell we say everything is dual. Where there is joy, there is sorrow. Where there is fear, there is bravery. Where there is progress, there is alaki. Well, you know what they do in Africa? Not only Sierra Leone. We not recognize there has to be a balance between these forces of duality. Look at the human being. You have male, female, not so?
Yep.
When there is a balance in those forces, you get what you call a union, we'll call marriage, not so? Out of that union, what in the happen? Now they born picking. Creation only takes place when there is a balance between the forces. I would repeat that. Creation, for the case of Sierra Leone, progress will only take place when there is a balance between. We're not to stop nobody for do lucky, do them. But let lucky not pass the good in the country. Let lucky not be the order of the day as it is today. If Solomon wants a lucky for prevail, why then they oppose homosexuality? Tell me. Because we oppose homosexuality because it go against the principle of duality.
Yeah.
It go against the principle of the laws of correspondence. Okay? You see, we get for begin thinking as Sierra Leone. There are simple things that we need to, when you create imbalance in nature, you know what they happen? You they rot away. Look at all the nations, the way they deteriorate. Now, imbalance in duality, they call them. They don't lean too much one side. Either then they become too racist, or then they become too capitalistic. They don't care about the suffering masses, etc., etc. This life can only function when there is a balance. And if I say this, a lot of people will say, oh, that man are nonsense they talk.
No, even we on society.
God has a dual nature. God is both feminine and masculine.
Even we on society, we get ideologies that we confirm exactly what you talk so. They say the same rain where they make bitter leaf bitter and they make sugar cane sweet.
Thank you.
The same rain
Thank
where
you.
farmer they pray for, now may see that they pray against.
Yeah.
Balance get for day. And where you read biology, there is something called homeostasis for keep your body in balance.
Yeah.
If your blood pressure low, that means to say your blood no plenty in your body, the blood pressure so low that you know they reach your brain, you they faint. The
Yeah.
faint so you they faint, not to sick you sick, now just for let you for them, so that blood go get access now you brain, let you know go be brain dead. Because technically, if you not get blood now you eat, blood now in now
When the brain die, you don't
now
die.
they transport, where they transport food, oxygen everywhere in the body. So if blood not they reach the brain not they get oxygen, and the brain need oxygen. So immediately, you know they get blood, the body forgets in your balance, and they make like you for them. When you lead on a ground, that's when the pressure go able to make the blood reach now you aid. When you reach now you aid, then you not go die. Your brain not go be dead from the lack of oxygen. Quite a lot of people are waking vegetative. Now that it happened when they say brain dead, and when you brain dead, you are technically dead.
You're dead.
You know. So what do you they talk about? So now the nucleus but life. Nothing no day when I one, not two. If it's not man, na woman. If you're not tall, it's short.
Yeah.
You don't notice where the person on the street. Most times where you see a tall man, he will have short. Because the biology of balance. Most tall people, they are not like tall woman. They're like short woman.
Just
Most
like
tall woman, they're like tall person.
a small girl there.
Or make them go improve the chances of their offspring. That is balance. The world get for be balanced. So if we get a country where we suppose forget how you call it, balance of power, then they back no balance. Even chemical equation, they say what you do on the left hand side, you get for doing on the right hand side. For the equation will be balanced. We get balance of power. So I know the power very imbalanced. If very imbalanced, that the
Do
same
we
thing.
even have power in Sierra Leone?
Well, that's another question, another debate you don't bring us so. Because any side way church, if you are rotting lapa, any side way church rotting. As you church under a chair.
Do we know what power is?
Any side where you patch, other side the chair. So we need to forget
The question is, do we really know what power is?
No, we don't.
Can we distinguish between power and the use of force?
We don't. I don't think we're able to differentiate that.
Okay.
Because for we, when they say power, now force are seen in the use by force.
Nine. But power is not force. And as a matter of fact, people who use force are not considered to be people who are powerful.
And also,
I will give you examples. Mahatma Gandhi and Pol Pot of Cambodia. Mahatma Gandhi was a powerful man. He was powerful in the sense that he used a quiet resistance for force a whole empire for bow down to his wishes, the British Empire. Enough fire one bullet. Naki they always tell me, hey, I say no, we don't need for fire bullet.
With the power they tie around the body. Ordinary popping.
Mahatma
Like a
Gandhi,
popper, like a popper.
you know, Saibon, you will be surprised. Now South Africa, I born, now they go school, now they go university. He was South African, but he later claimed his Indian origin and went to India. Pol Pot, he get all the weapons now, kill people and get a place with it today, then they call killing fields. Has that made Cambodia better?
Nope.
India, where Mahatma Gandhi used the quiet resistance, then get independence. Where then get independence from that time to now. They know they consider India as one of the biggest democracies and one of the fastest growing economies.
Yep. The same thing back, you can make the same
Because
comparison.
they know how to use power. We don't know. We're not forced with the call power.
You could use the same comparison to Martin Luther in America and Ceausescu of Romania.
Yeah.
That
You can use Mandela, we do that again.
Mandela and this guy. Hey God. Well, I don't want to say Amin because some things then come out recently where exonerate Amin. You know.
Amin a special case. But let we look at Mandela. Let we look at another dictator. What about this guy who been in Chile? Allende. Pinochet.
Well, I'll use all African. Abacha.
Okay.
Abacha. I'll use Abacha and Mandela.
Okay. You see, the balance. Now we need to understand a lot of things we wrong in Sierra Leone. They always tell us say, not all we politics wrong. Now we sociology wrong. Now the way they think wrong. Now we perception wrong. Now everything around we humanity now wrong. Let we go back to this bill in Rise to Power. Somebody wanted a third term, they refused him third term. He said, well, I go well all thing.
You
know, get himself in the process.
Yeah. Me not get time, nobody not go get time.
He put himself in the process. Not so? If he be say, okay, now let we move on. Let's find somebody suitable. We go create continuity. And that person there, whatever happens, he go look at your interest, say, but this man be get this interest. Let's secure interest. Let's be grateful.
Yeah.
Not so? Then things would have worked for Sierra Leone. But it take a well ultim.
After 20 years of leadership.
All man don't talk and go to the salon.
After 20 years of leadership.
All man don't go to the
6 months and 17 days of presidency. The Puelol team.
You see how greed and self-centeredness they destroy people and things.
Yep. Because self-centeredness, now in they brew you ego.
And I go tell you something.
Right.
Imran.
Yes.
Whatever happened between 2028 and now, from my own personal experience, it is Sierra Leonean who behave that way, most of us. Okay?
Yeah.
Not all accidents they be in Sierra Leone. Everything they be there, now because of we composition as a people. The energies them all they emit, what they think. Now they create the realities them all get so. You understand? This, if not to me get well, all man losses. It is Sierra Leonean.
If we born there wet.
And we get another attitude. We not believe for work in bigger teams.
No, we're not a team players. No, we are not.
We believe for work with those people we know. And do you know why we want to work with those people we know? I ask you, do you know why we want to work with those people we know?
Because of personal notoriety and for selfish reasons.
Any side we see
Yes,
somebody, they try for projecting self amongst people we know he's going on an ego trip.
Yeah.
We're so egoistic that we only feel convenient with those we can bully. We're all bullies. Boy Jalo able bully him and so they work with her. No mind this idiot where they talk to you. That's so that's SALONE. We are all bullies. Let us face this. And because we are all bullies, now I make things not a work in our country. That civility for say no, bo. Yes, I want this, but this man say get a right for say and do as he want. And not then we. Now I make with 2-3 SALONE gather any side. Now hala the end pa. Because everybody want projecting ego. When una get a bully middle and now they beat una, all man they behaving chef. Now get so na SALONE. We call on government. The guy is a bully. So he can survive. I mean, they may as a bully.
It's just too sad that we have been in the same place.
We will be in it for a long time to come, Imran.
Decades. And anytime when we open, we mouth with a chalkboard, change. But the reality is, do we really mean it?
We mean it. We mean it. But we don't know how to do it. Because with perception about change is wrong. With perception about change is somebody for calm will go make rest be 10 shilling for cup. Somebody for calm, wait tomorrow morning, we call the hospital, get all the equipment. Somebody for calm, where all the schools for be equipped tomorrow morning. Somebody for calm, wait tomorrow morning, they say, I don't get all my work, so they go car, eleka, and all like we months they go take salary. That's what we are. That's what we are, Imran. And we keep denying ourselves. I'll tell you something today. Any Sierra Leonean we come at the diaspora, the first 2 years are very tough for them. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
That habit we don't grow in, we can a society where they not get a habit. You get for grab in the morning for go work. You get for the day time done for work. You know the day now workplace you smoke and drink a elect. You know the day now workplace you call post your elect. For a lot of people, that's difficult.
Friend can't find in our place.
Who that business for care girlfriend now? And then party. You understand? That's difficult for a lot of people.
Some man get paid in your office.
You cannot do it in this part of the world. Okay? So for most of them, living in this part of the world is a no-go. The few able to manage for dinner, then they see them as slavery. Now make every December they're ready for loading a plane for go bluff na freedom. Not to bluff, then they go bluff on a relief. That 1-2 weeks, 1 month where they SALONE a relief. We get for sit down, we examine ourselves. Are we really ready to make change happen? If we are ready, then it has to begin with us individually. I don't ask you this question over and over. Do you have a Sierra Leone association in the United Kingdom?
We get them in effect all time and in a court.
No, I mean Sierra Leone Association of all Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of tribe or religion.
You get
We
groups.
have several organizations because these are clubs where a few bullies go to project their egos. Mabuhande, Calamera, Tegloma. Yes, they are clubs. They function. A few bullies go there, they project their image. They receive accolades. All man, they clap for them. But at the end of the day, when you look most of them clubs, then they little progress is being made because of all them clubs, and they've been water installed. Then before then they undertake projects in Sierra Leone for make difference in the economic and political landscape. And at the same clubs here back, now then the politicians from Sierra Leone, they come, they infiltrate, then get their money, then give them, then go sit down, they eat. What then can and tell say we not to sim, we not get right for stand election.
Well,
All man, them man, they're not good for we. Now we'll get coconut head, now I made them the treat we so. We're not coconut head them. Now we face the fact. Outside Salone don't reach now. We first stop for sugarcoat certain things. Let us say it as it is.
You know what I find really funny?
Go ahead, sir.
Just the other day, you heard what Mambu say. When they
I
make,
get in recording it.
when they make that communique,
I will play 'em.
when they make the communique, I think that the eighth, the last waiting, then talk for say people are where they make divisive statements on social media, where they divide the society, where they put toxin for incite people them, for do things them. We're not going to help the development of the country, then for hold them. Where people like Mambu,
America.
where people like Mambu, people like Fatima Bio, where people like how they call this my Bishop Benji, where people like Lance Amara, and what's the other one back in name? We're saying come up with local of late, saying I put local in Papa come out. Sano.
Amen picking.
When they all they come out, one send a SLPP, then go do them, then get away with murder. And I don't say this continuously of late. I say Sierra Leone will not fight for what is right. We the fight for
the other side about that issue,
friends and with relatives. And if we like somebody, if you do something bad, he right. If we hate somebody, he do something good, he wrong. Me man, just like how you can talk about, ethically, we are totally and utterly they flatten the ground. We not get any moral compass anymore in Sierra Leone.
We never had it in the first place. We never had it. Now we left for the life we chef na salon. Things seem to be normal from 1960 up to the mid-1970s because by then, whatever infrastructure the colonialists then been left was still in place. We were not repairing or maintaining them. So we were able to seem to be doing well. We were not doing well because we were thinking stupidly. From the get-go, Sierra Leone has been thinking stupidly. If we been to think well, we for don't set a roadmap, we for take we country to the next level. Norway discovered oil in the 1950s. Then things say no, let no rush for mine oil, let we develop with human resource. And they say this specifically because today my Norwegian friend is here contributing. Look at him here. You see? And they say specifically because he's here. Norway discovered oil in the 50s, then decided to say, let we improve on the human resource so that when we begin mine oil, we will get the benefit. Sierra Leone for oil offshore with a play bang bang talk we chef so.
Now only Sierra Leone will resolve the problem. Politics is local. I have said this over and over. For those who believe that God gave for command of heaven for can solve the problem through fasting and prayers, that's not going to happen.
And now get
anything to make the country grow has to be based on decisions. We got to make the right decisions. Now make what they talk about change. What's in a change? Change comes with choices, and the choices have to be right. If the choices are wrong, you are not going to be able to make those changes. Now that make change painful. That is the reason why when somebody they suffer from drug addiction, when it try for win himself out of that, it gets drawback, waiting. It is
withdrawal crisis.
yes, it's very, very painful. It's not easy.
Painful.
So if anybody feel to say, go see there, wear white, he khaki foot for let them achieve change, that's not get for happen, because this is part of the myth what we get in Sierra Leone. They wait for ECOWAS, for Kakandu, and for we. Right now, why they talk so, other countries they struggle. Then they struggle. Now make South Africa, let me call them a struggle. For change, now struggle. You know, they come in a platform and a trade, they can't serve you, say, brah.
Glad you make it simple.
You know, they happen that way.
Glad you make it simple, Imran.
Yes, sir.
With the all about change, how many of us can change ourselves? You know why I asked that question?
Because change begins from within.
1, 2. 90% of the Sierra Leoneans you talk to, now one thing they discover about them, they are workers waiting to be paid a salary. Talk to Nigerians, talk to Ghanaians. 50 to 60% of them are self-business people. You know why we're not able to do business in Sierra Leone? You know why we get for be workman? Because getting mentality say we not for take the difficult steps them for make we self better people.
Okay,
We for only go na morning, go yagba small, month done and pay we what in the one pay we. Whether I do or not, no matter. As long as you get outside, they sleep, you get out, they eat, go tenka, you go buy junks, then call party, go dance. Life is beautiful. The Nigerian man, I don't see him. And then they show up and then films them now. The Nigerian man, they go, he get a bachelor, he get a master's. Where he come if you not get work. I swear to God, if na Okada, they ride them. If they drive him, now that Okada I go left drive till he make sababu, he get the job where he want. Nigerian man, like Fuller man, if they start business today, that penny market. If they cook sante, by the time say Jack Robbins, he don't turn millionaire. Aliko Dangote, yes, he had money from his grandfather. His grandfather loaned him money. But he started selling textiles. Remember first then Nigeria, mommy, they sell okulapa, and they sell lace, then they cotton. Now that he start with. Today is one of the richest men in the world, not so?
Virgin, not a secondary record if they sell in the markets now, yeah?
Well,
you know, just grab so he starts selling a market.
This fellow, what in NSF?
Get table in the market. Me na yase say we sit down now. You tell me for like open markets now.
Adenuga.
What a goodie.
Adenuga open a record shop in a salon. One of him, Bobo them, where he left, he go sit down Nigeria. He started exporting palm wine to Europe. Today is the owner of MTC, the biggest telecommunications company in Nigeria. Almost Sierra Leone unable to do them things here. You know, get for big examine we say for. Let we know say now we mentality
well,
now we
start with now with definitions they're all wrong, because quite a lot of people wouldn't say business, then they think about big cars, big houses, then they look at the finished product.
No.
Then they look at the finished product. What then they fail for realize the word business, it comes from busy. It comes from the B, busy B. You realize for say where they work 9 to 5, you go to work 9, you finish 5, you go home. When you own a business, if there is problem to solve, some man they go na money, you know they knock off say 2 days a day for solve that problem there.
Yes.
Because
yes,
we know for say,
yes.
life depend on that.
Exactly.
The family
I don't need 2 days where you don't solve the problem. It can decide, so, okay, the next week another work.
yes.
And not get for go answer yes, sir, master to anybody.
So you get for be busy, but we want for do business, we don't want for be busy. We want for
And the other thing about we is we not they look the process, we they look the finished side.
they finish. That's exactly what I said. Salomon, he carry one taxi, go to Salon. He say he want open taxi, waiting, open one taxi, he open office for one taxi. He want office. They always Salomon like office. Why they laugh?
But that cost me, Mr. I get me office now there.
Salomon for one great taxi, he open office.
Of course, I get me office now there, so.
And that office, 5 o'clock, he said, I go buy cookery. 1 o'clock, the first girlfriend bring rest. Past 3, the other girlfriend bring rest. Girlfriend and the guy give me something for bring rest. They pet.
Not
so serious people.
It's good we are going to these extremes. You know why?
Uh-huh.
I don't tell you of later. Say, Imran, we can blame Julius Madabe until thy kingdom come. But nothing not the change in our salary. Nothing do. The guy will just do what he knows to do best. And the people will shout and shout, nothing will change. I go tell you now, that class of idiots who again in Sierra Leone, across the board, where they call themselves politicians. If the people of Sierra Leone take a passive mode with them, not listen to them, not talk to them, not answer them, not call them, not see them, they will know things are not the same. They will begin to do what the people desire. Now we use the Gandhi method in Sierra Leone. Passive resistance. Nobody should shout. Nobody should curse. Nobody should annoy anyone. Just don't do it. Like APC, when they come for the registration and verification, let nobody not go there.
Defiance. You can't be you don't have violence to defy something.
Those you that they lost.
Exactly.
The people now they go vote, not so they get for go parliament. So now then they vote for. So if we do not behave properly and try let the people and nobody elections, the people are going to resist you.
I'll tell you something.
That's a thing for cause and effect.
That's an observation I make in the years where I work as DJ. For many years.
Mr. Bimbi DJ on Nasamu.
They go play.
Until I be don't tell you, I be they go play Nasamu.
You observe, the body language and everything where they happen at the hall. That's not one thing where any good DJ they do.
Yes. They play according to the people, their mood.
When you go to Nigerian community, when Nigerian man, when they talk about Nigerian man, they like woman and kind of but when they come out with the family, he wear friend, he wear a should be to start with. So all man who say they are married. Yeah. And then they would then picking and then picking back, they wear the same clothes.
Exactly.
Then they come when they sit down as a family unit. Then they go back home as a family unit.
And they respect each other for that.
Yes.
The girlfriend
respect the institution of marriage. Big time.
So they respect marriage and forgive birth to picking.
So the family unit is very, very, very important to them.
Yeah.
Now, when are they play for Sierra Leone? The body language not good. In fact, for we marriage now keep comping, not a real married. We just pretend to be married now keep comping. Then just say that they together no more. When they can party, a man with the wife and the picking them, when they come, the woman go to the woman and the man go fence on side and they argue about football. Then they left them picking and they pass the free range chicken. They miss. they make all kind of rudeness at the hall. Pass and get for the announce. Who I picking? He said they can't take him. If papa they argue about football, then he go down get 2 girlfriends in another hall day. Where you go down tell say the church you wife, then just say no more. He don't promise and say if now you have been not seen her for don't marry. So we can they because of that, in order to see web. And the website gets one boyfriend go they we go don't tell say man the pizza, man on nice to round in one for left arm. So because of that, they don't want to be seen together as pali, lovely, hunky-dory, lovely family. No. And this is a reality.
I know. Don't tell me, my friend.
I know how it is so right now. You see a married woman, he gets man for beef. They keep man for beef, butcher for beef. They keep karanke for make his shoes. They keep teller for sofora. They keep taxi driver for lift. One great woman. Then the man, then any patrol where they go, if not businessman, they carry new baby go where they carry go. You know, almost Sierra Leone and they don't get business. When they go up line, they get accident with their friend.
Boku.
Pass they can't tell the wife. So now we look at we say, you know, we are bad every area. If we're not able to run, we home them. Then very people that are not able to run their home there. Now the one can make for one country, but the man not able to take care of two picking them. You want to give a role for them to run 8 million people there. They will expect to forget the result. It's not going to work. It's not going to ever happen. People can only give what they have in them. Sierra Leone, right through with society, we know they work collectively.
We don't know that. It's not part of our makeup.
If you want to see the toxic Sierra Leoneans, bring them come together. Let you see how then they batter themselves. You know, must bury in the don't go where they be fed.
Amen.
Family and the person died and they go fed inside the burying. You know, must marry that don't go where the married one family, they fed the other family. You know, let we look at all them things there, let we ask we say, because we come on about they blame the politicians. What we are failing to realize, the politicians are a cross-section of the population.
And all we characters and
all what's in there in them. So if we really want to correct the politician, allow correct we have.
Exactly.
So how many times
have they dance for and say to Lombo no go shida, I know they be president. Then sing and dance, not so.
Exactly. Look at
they don't go no shida, you don't go. Now that I get angry. Now Tolombo don't sell game. They're not busy.
Nigerian man, they keep girlfriend and kind of they, but when they go out with their wife, then they with their family and their wife, then go give honor to their marriage. They go sit down with their wife at the same table. Saloma not ever go party sit down with your wife. You know what Saloma sit down at party with your wife, you hold your hand.
We're not sabi that. We're not sabi that.
We don't know
this Mambu guy in nonsense way talk back then this year. Mambu. Let people lay
Salone people una morning. This is CSO Mambu. Today the people of Salone they call on President Bio for place Dr. Samoa.
The people of Salone. We is the people of Sierra Leone. So me and you not the Salone.
We no matter now in the people of Sierra Leone.
President Bio, you've been promised where you take power in 2018, and we Sierra Leoneans re-elect you in 2023 overwhelmingly. You win Falaba, now the north. We don't take
civil society activists. Now
incumbent no winner. You win the swing state winner Kono. So Sierra Leoneans then give you overwhelming mandate on first ballot. For me to be continue for be the leader, the president, and the fountain of honor for Salone because of the good work you do now you first time. Since the election end, President Bio, Salone people not get blow. The citizens of this country will vote for you overwhelmingly for make you protect them. And when you take the oath of office for protect them and do whatever it takes for protect Sierra Leone. Today, Salone people they go sleep colat no day just because of one man, Samora Kamara. Samora Kamara lost the election, and not only lost the election, he lose the election overwhelmingly. And every Sierra Leonean we get the interest of Salone at heart. No say Samora Kamara we lost the election of June 23, 2024. Clean one.
Yeah, I said 2024.
But after the election, because you know, father of democracy, You're one of the people that will lay the foundation for let alone get peace.
And that,
During those days,
all
you
this
put the
is
interest of
genuine.
the country first above your own personal interest. You hand over power.
The boy they lie with
But President
confidence.
Bio, the Salon people, they don't they look you closely for where the June 24 election done.
Now you they look
2023.
President Bio closely on
International
a salon
community, they
people.
come through the Peace Commission, where PC Tower say they know they go to parliament. Peace Commission come inside and bring mediator them. So make them talk to them. You agree as a government and as a president for the sake of peace. Una care them gonna be to money and agree on things and way for do for let this country continue for remain peaceful and for make you continue for rule this country in 2028. Even though that one day illegal, very, very illegal, because there was no right, no way we for care go now be to money for good sit down there for talk with Samora Kamara or the APC party. But you do them because you're not person we believe in peace and you believe in democracy. So you do them. And at the end of that engagement then have been to money facilitated by the Peace Commission and the international community. 8 resolution began for come out. Where their resolution and they now for lay the roadmap for end the impasse between Youssef. That one, then 8 resolution and they now for end the impasse.
Nobody resolution
between
I
the
tell you
government
what.
and that of
Now he said the bridge
Dr.
so.
Samora Kamara and the APC party, when are the opposition party, Nasalo. The 8 resolution they won't agree on a bit of money. Now him for end up. And to be honest with you, President Bio, we all know say you know this, and Salon people know this. The 8 resolution and they when I don't go far for implementer from the number one, we say you for talk, Samora for talk on national cohesion and peace. You do them. You do them. APC parliamentarians and elected people for going to parliament, they all go. They all go. Resolution 3, when I for set up the tripartite committee, they don't set up. They don't do their work. 80 recommendations, they don't come out. When a joint recommendation, the way the party they agree on for implement, for make sure say we get a strengthened election laws then at this country. Way for make going forward, election not get too many doubts. And we all know say elections all over the world always get doubt. Especially when somebody lose election all over the world, including America now.
Okay.
Not to an exception anymore. By way person we lost cast doubt over the elections. That process they don't done. Time in, time out, President Bio, the government don't come out and tell the people of Salon say everything but 2023 election, it don't done. No, move on. But the contender, the person where you team up with, when a Dr. Samora Kamara, 30 days, it mislead the people, it mislead in support of them. Undercover. They undercover, we get all the intelligence and they undercover, it mislead in support of them. They mislead in support of them. Just after President Bio, you see what you are, where Dr. Samora Kamara go hand over the tripartite report to you now State House, where they don't do fine work, international community put up over $1.5 million for that process. After I don't hand over the report, he come back and I say, look, himself in room. He do 19-minute speech. 19-minute speech. They mislead in support of them. Say they call everybody for join, for make the Fed do electoral justice fight. Let the fight for electoral justice. Let the fight for electoral justice. Where it don't happen in signature to every peace process, every document facilitated by the Peace Commission. Peace Commission, Hawasamai, at the enter you, but not to now. Because when I all see when they see the nonsense and the rubbish where Samoa they pass and do. All them coup attempts they are where they happen. All them coup attempts they are. Now because of Samora Kamara. Because half of Salon still believe say Samora Kamara the fight for electoral justice. And when he say the fight for electoral justice, it means say when he say the fight for electoral justice, it means say President Bio for come out in take over power. Or international community for can facilitate another election as a result of the June 24, 2023 elections. That hope then Samora continue for raise. President Bio, when you make statement as part of the National Unity Agreement, you make it clear to the people that you agree for going to this because of peace and cohesion. Because of peace and national cohesion. Not because you lost the election, because Sierra Leoneans gave you an overwhelming mandate. But Samora Kamara, when he come out after I go hand over the tripartite report to you, a call on in people in party, profit for electoral justice. That is incitement. Because he very well knows, say, at the end of the big money and at the end of the tripartite, everything regarding the June 24, 2023 election was over at that time, completely. Everybody for go back, join hand for bring cohesion and peace in the country and begin putting political party together for 2028. And not one. And President Biyo, to be honest with you, Pa Mikailu, the chairman of APC, and the APC National Executive don't really try since the end of the tripartite.
Those are the
To
stooges.
sensitize APC supporters across the country. Say elections don't do.
The mules.
They are focused for put them party together and look ahead for 2028. But you know, President Bio, you know, say SALONE is a very gullible society. Supporters of political leaders, na SALONE, na like way of Bobi the coach youngsters. Information.
It's very hard for listen to.
Now it's not hard for me to listen to, because I love to listen to idiots talk nonsense.
Total nonsense.
And first and foremost, where is this idiot calling himself CSO Mambo? Is he in Sierra Leone or America?
No, in America. Well,
they taking block Oscar and go SALONE.
Now the new
they come. They taking block Oscar and go SALONE because everything is bright and beautiful there. They know the America, they talk slush. You see, it's time we begin to make people understand that Sierra Leone belongs to 8 million people, not a few people. If somebody then they keep quiet for allow peace for reign, not feel say they are weak. Strength is not measured by muscles, it's measured by intellect. Okay? All waiting and they do so, an orchestrated plan.
Yeah.
Samora is not my cup of tea because he himself is part of the nonsense where they go on. If you big man sit down, then use you and dump you, now you business. Okay? But the fact is, what has happened to Sierra Leone, this electoral issue, is not about Samuel Matthew Wilson Kamara. It's about maintaining democratic sanity in Sierra Leone. Samuel may be the figurehead in front, but Sierra Leoneans want to know why certain districts were not counted. Then we had an elections result. Sierra Leoneans want to know why a lot of areas were still in the process of counting and elections results were announced. If an idiot like this, who borrowed times, because this is one of the few Sierra Leoneans where if they're not gear, you know they eat. I will tell you this for free. If they're not gear, you know they eat. You're not able to sit there, think and do something for himself and make a living. People like this, now then they make the country not stable. Within 6 days, they don't make 2 inciting audios.
Very divisive audios.
Whether he wants to divide Sierra Leone, I don't care. Maybe Sierra Leone will end up being divided. Southeast go their way, Northwest stay their way. Maybe that's the best solution for us. I don't care anymore about division or unity. I only care about people not creating unnecessary problems. If somebody have been there in a garage room, able to sit on State House, let them know say the world. Some people then get contacts that we can change events overnight. And then not force people then for take action. Sierra Leone belongs to 8 million people. Let we begin respect that fact. Let we pipe down and tone down the rhetorics. The people of Sierra Leone need to know what happened to their elections result. If Samura 90 map before, fine. If na Imran 280 map before, fine. If na Boy Jalot map before, fine. And I can team up before if I want for Duam. Okay? That not make me enemy of the state. If everything was bright and beautiful, why is it that there is so much animosity in the country? The tactics is, these are the people they use, then they create the animosity, then the next thing, then can't show we the body say, people they be want go show, make coup. The next day go yari, they don't arrest Samura Kama. Fine, if you want to arrest them, you cut down and eat them. But that not they stop the people of Sierra Leone for asking for electoral justice. Even if it say, this not you go trample on. That's the biggest mistake they make. And at the end, they say this guy, this Mambu, then say he's doing some job at our United Nations embassy. Is that true, Imran?
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Yeah, he is.
Because one telephone call, maybe he will be declared persona non grata in New York. This rubbish, let it stop now. Let this rubbish stop now. Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. Let this rubbish stop now. That time, Mambu in Papa I left Salongi, I'm away for the guy talk anyhow to people there. Now we all Papa and I left Salongi, we let him know that. And he not get right past any Sierra Leonean. Okay? He not get right past any Sierra Leonean.
You know what I talked earlier today? Why I talk about this peace cohesion. We can talk about national cohesion. It is one of the tools that we use for fool the people them not for take the right actions them for change. All in the name of peace. When you talk about peace not something where you forge. What's in a peace? Peace not thing where people and they come together with their grievances and they agree in principle on what in the dispute is and waiting at the resolution we then get out of it. But it look like say I don't notice when they talk about peace in Sierra Leone, it is based on certain people them wishes and not general.
Let me address this man, Mr. Shaw, calling yourself Conotri. Sierra Leone is bright and beautiful. Please move from the United States and go settle in Sierra Leone. If not, what you're saying does not make sense, honestly. Go ahead, sir.
You know, all the when they talk about peace, it look like for say the peace is about a group neglecting everybody else in the country because you everybody man they talk. We the Sierra Leonean them. Oh,
who is it to say we Sierra Leonean? Exactly. Is he talking on my behalf?
You are Mambo. You are not talking on my behalf. Did you speak to me? Did you speak to every Sierra Leonean? Did you visit every household in Sierra Leone? Did you manage to speak to every home in that country? No.
Anybody say Sierra Leone bright and beautiful, where they America, go home. Go and live in Sierra Leone.
We get an issue.
Why are you in somebody else's country?
Where we go only get a resolution if we come together. People them can only get an agreement. They can only work together when they agree. We can forget.
And the only agreement is for people to respect other people's rights.
Exactly.
Don't come and dictate to people. You don't have that right.
Una they go? Una they take people their rights away from them? Una they infringe on people them? freedoms and liberties. Then we expect we for Sidon, set we not. Because we are not human beings, we are inanimate.
You come up from the caste system.
Exactly.
You are
inanimate. We not charcoal, we not firewood.
You're not slave.
We
Then
not
are houses, so now them for talk.
We not get feeling. We not get veins. We not get blood vessels. We not get sensory tissues. So when I go just come, when I use we anyhow, we not have washad broom. We bolo then I washad, and then they go fair we for can crop. But this is so wrong. All of a sudden, APC, including Mambu,
but he said it in his statement. He said it.
Corrupt president.
He defended them. Minkailo and
He said they all then are the same boat. Then they in connivance.
Papa and I left Salone. Then we own Papa then have been servants. But thank God, my grandpa worked for British.
We got
I was an interpreter for the British.
They announce results. They're not sure with the paper where they read the results from. Let's say give you the paper. I not get paper. Just like the rare boy then. Like what you talk, you say that rare man behavior. I don't get paper. I don't get no paper for anybody. But do you realize we don't need for going to court for ask you? Anybody with moral attuned, if you work any side, anything what you do should be recorded.
Ask you.
They don't have to ask you.
What should be there for people to see?
You have a job description.
Information Act of Sierra Leone give everybody right for ask for the result. It has to be produced.
You work some, they ask you how you work them. And they answer this. They say yes, we don't see the answer. Fine. But let's see how you work the sum. We are not getting no paper. That's the answer. You check them or you leave it.
Mr. Shaw, go to Sierra Leone and live there. It's bright and beautiful. I'm not here to answer to your question.
You see, this is the thing.
That constitution you are talking about, I sat in it with Dr. Peter Tucker to make it. So don't come and ask me about a document I contributed to. You are a man I had respect for, but of late, I don't suspect you say, one of them people, they play, feed me, so I talk for you. I am not here to be fed to speak on anybody's behalf. Now I make a tell and I say, Samura Kamara is part of them. You can do what you like with him. I'm talking about Sierra Leone.
They go accuse you.
I don't care.
They go accuse you just to say you're not
supposed to. I don't care.
Because that is what they do.
I don't go with people's opinions. I go
neither do I don't care. But I'm just telling you, these people, anybody with him up because of your ethical values and principles, you say the result for Komot, you support Samura. No.
Now
it has nothing to do with Samura. It has everything to do.
Dependence. I am not a dependent.
It has everything to do.
Not dependent.
With what's in happen June 24. It should never have happened, but it don't happen. We need for stop him. Enough for be the presidents. They're bad presidents. Why not? I don't know about bad presidents.
No, good presidents because some man and Papa die left.
Why?
Them.
Why every bad thing I'm going to happen?
The tenant go no say God not to constable.
Me the thing where they want it then they say Uda put pieces na water no get name now they pull pieces na water they say dirty water. Una be careful oh. Like when Mambu they talk so and they send a message to every Mende person in Sierra Leone. I know there are millions and millions of good Mende people left. Decent Mende people left.
Is Mambu a Mende?
But I am coming. That's what he says he is. That's what he's claiming. And what he says he is what he is. And in a talk, they support the stereotype where people that don't begin to build, but the Mende people there say they're tribalistic because this is very tribal what he's doing here. And what did they say? Now a very bad misrepresentation of the Mende people that when we know. If they sit down and sex them out, they don't say nothing. Then they are complicit. They are. Because at the end of the day, not to Mambu badness, go puel Sierra Leone. Now the other Mende people, them, their actions, their attitude towards Mambu is behavior. Because we don't see this boy when they call Lance Amara talk for say, he dog them where he gets now host better past team the people. Bishop Mambu don't come out, he don't talk for say. Them Mende girl and they come out and they go sleep with them team the dog boy there. Yeah. We don't see Sano they say things them with very, very, very derogatory towards other people there. So una own loyalty is not to the country, not to being, not to just una own tribe. And we did together, we get for we get for coexist. How we go coexist?
If you know right, let we coexist after 60 almost years. No shape SALONE.
You know how we go coexist? And what are they doing there? The brother, they can be important. What are they doing there? The people that want they do and too. Then they kill them, picking them. Una self get picking them, then kill una picking them. Una go like that. Then say, do to others as you like others do unto you. Then people that want to do them killing there, then they claim say they are one of you. And when they talk, then they talk collectively. Una sidon, una set una mouth. Today, tomorrow, that perfume more than rob. It go rob pa una. Now una go come out back talk for say that they come for una. But now, when they do the things, then we go make them come for una. Una not they say nothing. Una not they talk. And we are a family. Me when I again niece, nephew them. When I'm in there. Me when I so me formative years. I'm in there line and I grow up. Whatever I sabi, if it is not me there, I would not have known it. That's fact. And nobody not then ya when come out Sierra Leone. When a pure a hybrid of one tribe. No. Nobody not even a pure breed. We need a hybrid. Combination of this and that. Mambu, you know for say you get local connection. That name Mambu. My brother, I left you like check that part today. You are take that part.
But I not get time for that.
You know,
I not get time for that today.
The Mambu then come
I
out.
got time for tell this idiot for behaving himself.
The Mambu then come out. Na Kotima hu.
Auto Kotuma then come out na a chiefdom, Banta Mokele chiefdom, Moyamba district. There is a chiefdom in Moyamba district called Banta Mokele. And the Mambu them, then cousin them at the north, they call themselves Mambu. Now then papa or then great grandpa na in Fenda village who then call Kamakuye. Now a loco. A loco.
Well, and then they come out.
Where the man in background.
No background.
Nonsense.
No, it reaches from the elbow. If they come out, they can't talk, but very people where you connected to, where you get blood with. You get bloodline connection. Sierra Leone, we are all connected, though. Unala will be careful how they act, so Unala will be careful. No one person, not in Sierra Leone, we go come out talk for say he pure. He not get some kind introduced blood panam. Sierra Leone one poto, una be careful. They say if you cook, crowd go eat them. But if crowd cook for you, if the Jama cook for you, no go for you. Not so many people and no more than Sierra Leone. You got other tribes there. Me are afraid for una. This line one una don't take, one una all set una mouth. Yes, there are few people them, like Moriba. Moriba na guy who I get so much respect for. This man, when they call Tonya Musa, I get so much respect for him. As I can say, there are always exceptions to the rule. Anybody who can make a generalized statement, generalizations to start with, then a lie. Because when you generalize, straight away, it's a lie. Because not every Mende person bad, not every Timni bad, not every Creole bad, not every Fula bad. Every tribe get the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that is the norm. So when you talk for say every Mende bad, that is a lie. That is a tribal attack. When you talk, say all team ni bad, all team ni are lucky, that is a lie. You get decent team ni people and too. Una left. This Mambu behavior, this Mambu syndrome.
Two times this guy don't come up with the same thing, instigating trouble. Who does he think he is? Now we ask this question, not about whether Mende or Timni or Loko. Who does this idiot think he is? Who?
Sierra Leone?
And we go keep the records here. Trouble being a Sierra Leone. We go make sure say pay for that in the ICC.
We need each other. This habit where we don't tribalize the country, we don't polarize the society, there is a clear divide. When you see person in the talk, say we and them. We and them. That is clear. Say we are divided. And we then kind toxins there. When they throw into the people, when they create hate, resentment to the highest level.
That is America. Why not cancer alone?
Look like that man where they beat. Then post that man diabetic. Look how they chair him. Sierra Leone no get law, no get order. And
no order.
Not come out of it because that is the norm. Once he gets something for do with the one where they empower, whether na APC they empower, where APC do bad in above case. Where SLPP they empower, where they do bad in above case. And I this make a lot of people not they understand me. Oh, you know APC. No. I'm not in any cocoon.
I'm not under anybody in control. I am my own president.
When something is wrong, it is wrong.
What is wrong about Sierra Leone, I would say it. Who doesn't like to hear it? Bang your head against the wall. I don't care.
We then come out Strade na APC, then go and sack some Sumana. They know how that's in a brutal, how then division they are all, you know, go talk about an APC if you not deal with those issues. Nothing they happen by accident. Now small they happen and say now small piece. Now they smell you draws. Small piece. Not so one more. Small drops of peace. But when you want to talk about, hey, not get Samson is a bad man. But Alec man bad say he bad. Even the devil has a friend. You mistreat him. You go
Mr. Shaw, please can you quote me the section of the Constitution which talks about objection to elections? Because I know say the only section we've been there in the 1991 Constitution connecting to elections and the formation of an electoral commission spoke about an interim electoral commission, and that section has been amended. It's no longer part of the Constitution. So quote me the section we talk about this, or are you talking about a statute? Because statute different from Constitution. The Constitution is superior to a statute. Let we left for mislead and misinform with people then, please. Some of we not to coconut though. We are not egoistic to come here to boast about what we know. But when you're talking to people like us, beware of what you say. There's nothing in the Constitution talking about somebody suing the government for results of an election. It's in the electoral law, not the Constitution.
Then they jumble everything, put inside one basket. And what me go advise Mr. Shaw, if you feel very strongly about this is not redemption. We go invite you, let you come, I go moderate. Between you and Mr. Jallo, let we talk about these things. It go only benefits the people then.
We got a caller.
You know? So you go come in, I go moderate. Let we get a conversation. Let we ask these questions.
Hello?
And we get concession, you know?
Hello?
I don't go like this.
I'm not hearing this man.
Don't come through.
Hello? They get you background sound. What's in the problem, Mr. Morris?
Okay. Hello, sir. This
Yes,
is
sir.
Philip
How
Mustafa.
are you, sir?
Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Musa. How are
No,
you,
good
sir?
evening. No, thank you.
Right.
As you say, today the program it look derail small. I don't know if the topic way the guy talk now. I mean, look, vex make una vex or waiting.
No,
We're not vexed, so we just dey talk with your part. For the Morris.
Yeah,
For the
yeah,
Morris.
yeah, Mustafa,
For the
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
I, Mohammed Boy Jalo Jambora, is the descendant of a Fulani whose ancestors came to Sierra Leone 600 years before the British came.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
one of the few Sierra Leoneans who can say I'm fourth generation educated Sierra Leonean because my great-grandfather educated himself and he wrote about the history of Sierra Leone. I go give
Yes,
a
sir.
book for reference for read. If you want, I go send unto you. Sierra Leone Inheritance, written by Christopher Fife. Chapter 4 of that book. Now, my great-grandpa write about the jihad in the Futa Jalom. He wrote on the Sierra Leone Journal. Some of we not so half-baked. We they kind of have to educate people, but people and still they come for instigate trouble in Sierra Leone.
Mr. Jaro, well, that
People
thing
like
I want to talk
Mambu,
about.
therefore put the law, tell them.
No.
Mambu is a dependent. He's a dependent. He cannot run his life. Now make it talk all that rubbish here.
Mr. Jalo, let Mr. Morris. Let Mr. Morris.
Mr. Jallo, let me just say something about what we see the problem.
Mm-hmm.
This all as a result of the kind of governance we get. Let me just start.
Okay.
Because what happens so, you see, because now make you never put bad law inside book. Because the time way the person will capitalize on that thing, the way a bad person get for calm, now it don't happen so. This constitution they will make when a one party state constitution, where it give the man all the powers, now it make them people are energized for do all what they want for do. Because the police or the soldier man them they cannot act. They only go act when the interest of the state is at stake. Or when somebody talk against the state, now they go act. When I look what it will happen, them don't arrest a lot of opposition people in CDI at Tunis, Kermokaba, Femi Clodo School, that other man from NGC, Dennis Bright, they don't hold them all. Why? Now, because the president empowers where he get for appoint all the institutional head them, then get for act for what he want for make it do. Now him then they do. So this all get for center around the powers of the president. Sano don't talk like way Imran talk and Sano don't talk all it get for talk. A lot of people don't talk bad things there. That man sit down inside that that's that policeman OSD. We should don't talk say anybody we make them where they fire them if they shoot them at the foot them when at the chest then they pack them.
Yeah,
They don't talk for the government the bad things them. The policeman they don't want to arrest any of these people. Worst of all, then they had mentioned this guy Palm rape instead picking them. They not call him.
Then it's Sandy.
Yes, the chairman now the SLPP, he killed somebody.
Inside
he killed somebody. He go to police station. He go they left him.
Not true.
We talk for that guy we talk Kadiru, we talk, they not left him. But we're going to look at all these things that
$3 million for overthrow government.
Yes, there's a lot of things that would have
now
happened.
It is one they can't talk about Samura instigating.
My brother, Mr. Morris, that's make you for the time visit.
Salone.
My brother, you talk so well, and all the things the way you talk, they are factual.
In the morning,
now that's make with a beg una alone, subscribe, una all come together. Together we go correct them things there. You cannot be the judge and the jury. You are president. We say we forget the balance.
The plan of the land ministry.
Now you the big police. Now you the big soldier.
The work.
Well,
they will not get a job. So that you cannot. This all therefore tell we say, if we continue with this problem will just widen. It just will widen
Mhm.
because there is no we not define a solution to this problem. If you take power, you give to one man, he hold power. Now he gets now he decide for do anything he want for do, and you want them like all the talk so when they talk this talk show about electoral justice or whatever it is. One part of the country see they don't see nothing wrong. For them, it's perfectly fine. The
Yeah.
matter be open election, they don't get problem.
Well,
Now the
now
other
shape
parts,
salon, that part they let them go govern
no,
themselves so.
Yeah. So what then concern Madam
if
Yoki kill everybody in the Northwest.
they talk about this small, if we not push for because for say it save the country back, again for the in the constitution, either they make by popular revolt, I mean something happen, or it is a law. If we not get time again, so now we don't go pay money for let them review our constitution. Instead of we put energy for make we try for make them put make that document where they make let them left for like how day. Make them not come call government begin to talk to them pick under, them pick under, them pick under, the left down there, the left down there. Now this thing is try for do. This problem no go solve if we not revisit to lose them. For make we make sure see this
These
because
other idiots no can't talk now.
Just we know we attitude.
Because your grandfather was an Islamic scholar does not automatically eliminate him to a prince. Peter Dauda, I know my roots from Bunduka.
Mr. Jallo, don't
I answered it today. Hey, enough of this rubbish.
don't waste your energy.
Enough of this rubbish. We've taken too much rubbish from people.
Let we allow
People are not kind side Sierra Leone in the 70s. They came before that.
Mr. Morris way get the decency for can't get a conversation with we let we give him that respect. Let him talk.
And the first governor general when I be the third governor general Banja Tijansi when I be Fulani from Bundu. Now my cousin Peter Dauda. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Morris.
The brother, sorry about that.
so the thing here is even these people who are talking, as they call somebody in name na SALONE in 90% or 95% of the cases, what he in the sea, how in the sea things. Me, I never get agitated with this kind of things because I know exactly what I expect from this kind of people.
Yeah.
We just I focus on a discussion, on a topic, on an idea what they talk about. Right now, me, if you come to me, all of what they go on so Samura now, the APC, it get for be something where they on document. If you know the on document, na la no more. Then go ala because when you come out just of a good protest, policemen will kill. They don't investigate any killing where they don't kill in the country. No. Look this man where they go damage so. Now for sure the level of lawlessness in the country.
Well, it's fine for them.
I see that man there. I cannot believe that.
It's fine for them. Now then they lose.
Yeah. I cannot see how would they move, would they forge ahead.
If Sierra Leone cannot be a place of civility, Sierra Leone will lose.
But we get for so because right now the presidency don't find the power. If he don't he gets all the constitutional rights, say because of the power vested in me. Now, I mean, the power commander in chief. I mean, I don't call the other things the way you get the title the way you get. Now you get them all. If you don't pay them, if all the policemen they don't, they know they take no action. Look at them and they wouldn't go assassinate. Then 2 men they wouldn't go assassinate. So, they're going to make a press release say, oh, this, that, the right fine.
Those guys had been killed before they were brought to the public domain.
No, I know, but make for tell you say, because of the way the country lost there's nothing somebody can do. Even when they talk about Samura, so in case all man knows what happened, not correct. But the question here is, who side you get for go with this problem?
When the term reach, you go reach there.
Yes, now that who want know. Who side in the care go this way? Because as far as the laws
are
concerned,
when the term reach, we go reach there.
Mr. Morris, that part there we get for be defiant.
satisfaction. The people who they can't. Me, I know say we should don't have so now knowledge you can for can give.
Well, I will stop them very soon.
In a knowledge you
I
can
will
for can
write
give.
books, and generations yet unborn will benefit from those books.
Yeah, because
I will
we
stop
can
that
so
very soon because I don't care for
Mr.
cancer
Jallo,
them.
Mr. Jallo,
They
a lot of
talk
programs
and
they go
exchange
on right
with
now. So,
idlers.
yes, let me just say a lot of programs they can go on right now. So, but then when they get one focus, then they talk about APC, SLPP. Me, I don't get interested in those things. Now I make Usa I know say I they get knowledge. Where are they use in centuries to would say I mean my lifetime or we begin again for user. Now that they go. And then go sit down, they talk about SLP, APC every day. We are not I know say these people only per power for
you know, they add value to the people in life.
Himself for making themselves rich. Now that's not what again. I will not I'm not interested. Now I make Urikana. So me, I feel talk today say then try for dislodge Una.
Yes.
I mean
And at times you get for go down the lane, let them know say civility not a person the practice. If somebody say one be rare boy, we all can be rare boy. If somebody say want a lucky, we all can take a lucky. But at the end of the day, who that again?
Yeah. Anyway, now this is my word. Make we stay on I mean on the things them way they make say we the kind of yeah, make we just continue for enjoy
And they try
the
for
discussion.
enlightening people and then they can't begin talking on.
My brother, thank you. I really appreciate you.
They're not getting nothing.
Involvement. And we are, my brother, but they come more often. We want people with
some
like
of them
mind.
today SLPP come on and power, they are beggars tomorrow.
Mind or transform with country. Because one thing you do so is show you maturity, you show you love for your country. But now one thing that they say to you, let we not give up, let we persevere, let we resist, and let we be in total defiance, because that's the only way. If we stop saying because if that's Balopa, we go succumb, we go surrender, then we get a problem.
They say they go arrest in the next 3 hours. You know, we take 3 hours and don't
All
go
right,
so this is what is happening. So we get for look at the way of changing this. Now make me I don't want to focus our attention about waiting here for people. Lord, we talk about the constitutional review day and night.
My brother, that will be a mistake. Then people are where they talk so where they so right now. If they put on for that constitution, they not feel so.
I just want to give me small tick, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, bye.
We get for resist waiting they go on, we persevere, and
now they go and ask for Mohammed Boy Jalo Jambori and Sierra Leone. I will not tell you anymore.
Brother, you know who you are, and me know who you be, and everybody in Sierra Leone know who are the Jalo Jambori are them. So there's no contest there. Let we just try for close for today. Because them
we're gonna say
loyalty is not on the country as a nation.
One thing what they say, Mr. Toure, before we go, we are here to discuss about Sierra Leone. Not to by force let people then care for can listen to what they talk. Would I know one for Yeri what they talk, no kaya. I know they look for cheap popularity. I know get for go stand elections na SALONE. I'm a Norwegian citizen. I've been elected in Norway twice. So this way they can't talk about APC, no APC. Know that, yeah? I'm a Norwegian citizen and I was elected here between 2011 and 2018. I served Sierra Leone 20 years of my life and came to Norway.
That you know where she soap for macro.
And they try to put life on another sea. This platform, as a matter of fact, we go reach sideways on them. It will be a closed platform without paying and they listen to what they talk. Because I plan for do that. For begin to leadership and other training. Would I pay? Na go see am. I'm not looking for cheap popularity. What is wrong in Sierra Leone is wrong. And if you people don't want me to say it, don't come here.
They're in denial.
You have no right to come and insult my integrity here. Because
not put you focus on them.
That's an insult, Peter Dowda.
That will try and close for today, and
that's an insult.
Make you rest.
And I wish you take it back. And it was not my grandpa, it was my great-grandfather. When he named them at the history of Sierra Leone, he worked as an interpreter for the
British. Brother, you get a lot of Sierra Leoneans, they will not even know anything. But you know, they don't know anything about 2 generations. So not even know there not be anybody beyond them grandpapa. A lot of Sierra Leoneans don't know anything about their family. No family, they don't know nothing.
Please don't come here. But I not can pollute the minds of people who can listen what you they talk. Not by force from Ekuna can listen. I'm not looking for cheap popularity. I don't want a political platform. I'm here to say the truth and only the truth as it is. If you don't like it, don't come here. This is a democratic world. Not by force.
Some of these guys, all them have been at their papa, they not have been their grandpa or their great-grandpa. Before I will see their great-great-grandpa, they don't know nothing about them being. How they come at Sierra Leone, how they grew up in Sierra Leone, they don't know nothing about Sierra Leone. All within and Sabina sentiment. And anybody where they live a life based on sentiment, they not get any emotional intelligence. And now one of the problems that we get now with country. People emotionally immature. They know they grow up immature emotionally.
And what's in the other problem we had to the emotional immaturity, all how they misbehave so. Now generation of the war years that are highly traumatized.
Yes.
Now they will talk about them this year now VOS. When they try for find a way for set up a project for go heal them, then they can misbehave.
Brother, thank you for the good work. The family, now we come. Now we go, we don't even go way past we time, because now 11:32 to Minaya. We go to 12 o'clock. Now we come, now we go. Until they say tata. God bless you now.
Gamble, we go meet up on Wednesday. And we invite all the idiots let them and come back for come misbehave. Bye-bye.
Survive not SALONE not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not SALONE not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh yeah, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness now the system. Oh, yeah, yeah. The youth they don't tire. Eastern region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been votes for. You promise we say SALONE go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?